Information and communications technology has had some of the biggest contributions in plenty of historical events. Some events even prompted the creation of some beloved applications and programs we use right now. Nevertheless, ICT is one of, if not the biggest, driver in social change, and such is the case in recent events in modern Philippine history, as we take a trip down memory lane, starting with arguably the most important event in Philippine history, the EDSA 1.
On that fateful morning of September 23, 1972, when I announced the proclamation of martial law.
The late former president or dictator Ferdinand Marcos, father of our current president Bongbong Marcos, ruled the Philippines with the imposition of martial law from 1972 to 1986. Media blackouts were prevalent as well as widespread abuse of human rights. On February 25, 1986, Cardinal Sin used Radio Veritas to encourage Filipinos to help end the Marcos regime, prompting the bloodless revolution, which we refer to as the People Power 1 or EDSA Revolution 1, which led to the inauguration of Cory Aquino as president, the wife of late political opposition Ninoy Aquino, ending the dictator's 2 decades of dictatorship. Fast forward to the early 2000s, the Epifanio de los Santos Avenue will be seeing another revolution on its hands as the Filipinos rallied again for a sequel to EDSA 1, which we refer to as the Second People Power, on January 21st in the year 2001. The Filipinos have gathered because of text brigades that were being sent during the time to uphold the impeachment trial of former President Joseph Erap Estrada. Now, let us move forward 12 years into the future as we go into the more contemporary issues we have, such as the Million People March, which is a protest that happened at Luneta Park back in 2013 on dates August 22 to 26, against the pork barrel scam involving numerous politicians. The said scam was broadcasted on television and a rally was organized at the Luneta Park using Facebook and the application which we refer as change.org, an online platform for changes and petitions. However, in comparison to the first 2 events, this rally only saw an attendance of 400,000 Filipinos. Nevertheless, the advent of social media and more dynamic websites caused events that brought about new changes. Speaking of changes, we also have one event which is recorded as the deadliest disaster recorded in the Philippines, the infamous Typhoon Yolanda, which hit on November 11, 2013. People during this disaster used a People Finder database in order to track the situation of their relatives. It is now currently used to track people during different calamities. This also introduced the use of that jump scare of an alert we use right now to alert us of said disasters. 4 years after, let us have both the 2016 and the 2022 presidential election. As much as ICT has brought about numerous benefits, it also introduced new threats. Case in point, the spread of fake news and propaganda. ICT, especially social media, allowed for more people to connect globally and access more content. With the internet being a superhighway of information and people who are almost, if not always, free to post almost any type of content, it is no surprise that some information can be deemed unreliable. Such is the case during 2 of the most controversial elections in recent Philippine history. In 2016, former President Rodrigo Duterte won by a landslide 16 million votes, which is also amplified by the overwhelming propaganda of his war on drugs, as well as the trend of Mocha Uson's blog in the digital space, which also impacted the information landscape in the Philippines. 6 years after, we will also be seeing another effect of this fake news and propaganda as plenty of trolls posted false content that became prevalent all across Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, and other social media applications during the 2022 elections, swaying the public opinion, which led to the win of now President Bongbong Marcos with a huge margin. Now, given these historical events that shaped the landscape of Philippine history, ICT without a doubt has been a huge factor in driving said changes. In the same wavelength, it also brought positive and negative effects and has fostered change for better and for worse. To my learners, ponder on this question. What do you think could happen if ICT did not exist during the aforementioned events? Would EDSA 1 be as successful without the radio? Would fake news be rampant if social media did not exist? Those are some of the things to think about after watching this video. Take care and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.